I'm over at Fort Wilderness. We're hanging out with some friends that are staying here. It's beautiful. Fort Wilderness is great. It's enormous. It's well kept. Things are clean. But let me tell you. Listen, you can't get around the fact that it's always a party here. Look at the water slide and everything else that goes on over here. Activities with a DJ and the limbo stick that they do over here. They make all the kids go under the limbo stick, do the limbo line, and tell them crazy answers to crazy questions. It's a blast here at the fort, for sure. So don't get me wrong, it's a nice campground. It's really great. But, and there's the but, you can come 30 minutes or so outside of Orlando in the Disney bubble, and you can have a beautiful campsite like this near a bunch of lakes like that, and it's a fraction of the price. Welcome to Lake Louisa State Park, where there are horses you can ride and camping options including equestrian, primitive, and glamping campsites, along with spacious full and partial hookup RV sites. There are even some cabins. It's nestled in an area of rolling hills and offers a serene getaway from the hustle and bustle of Orlando. We really love the size of our site for our 38-foot travel trailer. There are 60 campsites here, and you're surrounded by 20 miles of trails for hiking and mountain biking, 15 miles of which can be used for horseback riding. There are 3 major lakes, one even has a beach. The park is 4,372 acres of tranquility. One thing we spent more time at this park doing than we usually do was geocaching. 1/10 of a mile. 600 feet. Geocaching is like the world's largest treasure hunt, just with some tiny treasures that are not usually of any monetary value. You can use an app that shows caches all around you and a map to help you find them. Some have a visitor book you can sign, or might have a trinket you can trade out for one of your own. And sometimes they are definitely a challenge to find. But the journey is worth it regardless of the outcome. In this case, we were finding some wildlife and snake tracks, and then saw some deer hopping away in the distance. To catch our upcoming video all about geocaching, if you're watching on the big screen, you can point your phone at this QR code to subscribe to our channel. At this state park, you can drive to a beach. Today we were taking a walk near that beach, meeting some triathlon athletes training in the lake and in the rest of the park. This beach has some history, with a monument containing a propeller tip of Lieutenant Dean R. Gilmore's plane from 1944. He was lost in training here during a time when thousands of military aviators trained over this lake during World War II. You can see more of his story in the park's main office. There's a nice playground in this area by the beach too. We continued on our way to another geocache, although it was after a few failed attempts and spirits were low. You guys like hunting them down?
Not so much anymore.
Well, at least the boardwalks at the end of this park are unique and connect some different habitats. When we returned to the beach and boardwalk area by the parking lot, we were greeted by a surprise, some owls keeping a close eye on us. We walked around the campground's RV sites, checking out the decent space and buffers between most sites. Most have plenty of space in between them, and there are some unique pull-through sites too. Many are near the lake with some amazing views of the sunsets here. There's a little trail off the campground too, that has a split that I didn't expect. Her legs are so much longer than mine. Guess you go faster when your legs go up to your armpits. Did she go left? Or did she go right? Marco! Don't miss the camp store that's near the RV campground. That's where you can rent kayaks, canoes, and gear, and pick up loads of other essentials and some nice souvenirs. We got this Florida State Parks book here, and every state park ranger we show it to gets super excited when they see it because they've never seen one like it before. We'll have a link in the video description, and you can always go to wanderingfun.com and look for it there. We met up with some friends visiting the park and showed them around a while. They were pretty excited to bring their camper here sometime in the future too. Then we headed back to some of the trails and enjoyed the rest of the park. Overall, this is a beautiful Florida State Park, well worth your visit. It's far less expensive than staying with the mouse. It's not too far from Orlando's attractions, but just far enough to have a great, quiet Florida camping experience. We'll leave you with some more footage of the campsites, bathhouse, dishwashing and laundry facilities, and a nice time lapse of breaking camp, hitching up, and heading out to our next adventure. If you enjoyed any part of the video, please tap the thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. It really helps us grow. Please leave comments too about how you feel about staying at Fort Wilderness versus other RV parks or campgrounds. We'd love to interact with our fellow campers here in the comments. And remember, never stop having wandering fun.